starts now.
Merger talks heating up between General Motors and Chrysler. And new word tonight, a bundle of cash from Congress may be what it takes to seal the deal.
Good evening. We've got new developments for you tonight as Cerberus presses to make a deal to bring together Chrysler with General Motors.
Chrysler has about $11 billion available, but word tonight is that may not be enough to win over GM. And that's where the federal government could come in using taxpayer dollars to sweeten the deal. Our Steve Garagiola is live at General Motors headquarters tonight in downtown Detroit with the latest in a story that has been changing by the hour, Steve.
Well, yeah, and that's where the opposition begins. Four little words are causing some big new opposition to this potential merger. They are job loss, government bailout. Those are two phrases that nobody wants to hear right now. Together, GM and Chrysler employ more than 200,000 workers in America. And to make the merger work, GM may look to the government to put in some cash. Tonight, some are skeptical and critical of this potential merger. Governor Granholm stands opposed, saying, "We've suffered enough job loss because of the struggles of the auto industry. This would only be more." Canadian Auto Workers Local 444 represents 4,500 hourly employees in Windsor. President Rick Laporte says, "There's nothing good I can say about a merger." And UAW President Ron Gettelfinger says his members' patience has gotten pretty thin with automakers' dealings. Would Congress consider a bailout for the auto industry similar to the banking crisis? Michigan Republican Congressman Thaddeus McCotter tells me tonight that talk is premature and certainly a tough sell.
It's a very difficult argument, especially if, as Mr. Gettelfinger, president of the UAW, said that right now the UAW is not on board with a merger. If it's a Democratic-controlled Congress, or even if it's Republican-controlled Congress, if the auto workers are not on board, if we are not convinced that it's going to save American jobs, it would certainly, to me, seem to be an impossible request.
The bottom line for now, according to Center for Automotive Research Director Dr. David Cole, this merger is far from a done deal.
We don't even know if this deal is real. I think the interest in both parties is very, very serious, and I think one of the critical questions is, can the money people be brought into this in the right way?
Well, Senator Carl Levin says Washington needs to stand ready to jump in for the auto industry just as they did for the financial industry. And Devin, you pointed out at the top, it's all about money. GM needs cash, reportedly Chrysler with about $11 billion on hand, but that might not be enough money to make it happen, that the government may have to get involved.
Well, Steve, the other issue here, I guess, would be timing, because they wouldn't only have to sell Congress, but the American people right now in this climate.
Funny we're hearing that phrase again, huh? Right now it has to happen, and that's the toughest sell of all. Many Americans remain unconvinced that that $700 billion investment they made has worked in the financial industry, which is why if this does happen, it appears it would happen after Election Day.
Yeah. All right, Steve, that means 2 weeks.